Hello everyone, have a nice day. Today we'll follow Jack and Tu Tien as they hold Mom through the longest night of her life. After losing 1 billion and hearing Mrs. Thu may have vanished, Mom can barely breathe from panic until another threat arrives, warning them to stop calling the police. Jack stays calm, switches Mom's phone to airplane mode, and sets strict rules to protect her, while Vin quietly confirms more victims and pushes for bank tracing and CCTV verification. Tu Tien keeps Mom grounded with warm water, steady breathing, and a tight embrace, while Jack prepares to return with stronger evidence at dawn. If you find this story interesting, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos. The living room light was warm, but it couldn't warm what was happening. Mrs. Lodi sat on the sofa like her body had forgotten how to relax. Her shoulders were locked. Her hands were clenched so tight her knuckles looked pale. The phone lay on the coffee table, screen dark, silent, innocent looking, like it hadn't just ruined her sleep for 7 straight nights. Tu Tien knelt beside her, one arm around Mom's back, the other holding Mom's trembling hand. Jack crouched on the other side, close enough that Mrs. Lodi could feel him without having to look up. Outside, the night wind pressed against the windows. Somewhere far away, a motorbike passed. Life kept moving, cruelly normal. Mrs. Lodi's voice came out broken, small. "I gave her 1 billion, she whispered. "Jack, I really gave her 1 billion. Tu Tien's eyes filled immediately. She pressed her forehead against Mom's shoulder. "Mom, please don't say it like that," she murmured. "You're here. We're here." Jack didn't flinch. He didn't let the number turn into a weapon. "Mom," he said softly, "look at me." "Mrs. Lodi tried. Her eyes were swollen, ashamed. Jack took her hands in his steady, warm, firm. "You did not give it away," he said. "You invested it because you trusted someone. That trust was used against you. That's the crime, not you." Mrs. Lodi's lips shook. But what if the police can't catch her? The question landed like a cold drop of water. Tu Tien looked up at Jack, fear and hope tangled in her gaze. Jack held both women with the same calm he always used when things were falling apart, a calm that didn't deny the danger, just refused to surrender to it. "We're not waiting helplessly," Jack said. "We already reported it. Tonight we do what we can control." He reached for the folder on the table. Inside were screenshots, transaction receipts, bank account numbers, message threads, timestamps, the exact day the silence started. Jack placed the evidence neatly, like he was laying down armor. "Mom," he said, "do you remember the last time she answered you, Mrs.?" Lodi swallowed. "A week ago, she said she was busy. She said she'd call back." Then nothing. Tu Tien's hand tightened around Mom's. "Did she ever mention leaving town?" "No, Mrs. Lodi whispered. "But people are saying she took money from other investors too." Jack's jaw tightened, not from rage, but from responsibility. He opened his phone and called Vin. The line connected instantly. "Sir?" Vin's voice came low and alert. Jack stepped a few feet away, but kept his eyes on Mrs. Lodi the entire time, like he didn't trust the darkness in the corners of the room. "Vin," Jack said, "any update from your side?" Vin hesitated, then spoke carefully. "Sir?" I asked around. 2 other people said they haven't reached Mrs. Thu either. One mentioned she was seen withdrawing cash at a different location, but it's not confirmed. Jack's gaze sharpened. "Any movement at her usual place?" Security reacted strongly, when I asked. Vin replied. And there were boxes, like they were moving out. Tu Tien's breath caught from across the room. She didn't hear the details, but she could read Jack's face. Jack lowered his voice. Send me everything you have, photos, names, times. No confrontation. Yes, sir. Jack ended the call and walked back to the sofa, slipping the phone into his pocket as if he could hide the anxiety with it. Mrs. Ludi looked up at him, desperate. Jack, do you think she ran? Jack didn't answer with drama. He answered with honesty. I think there's a strong chance she's trying to disappear, he said. But disappearing is not the same as escaping. Tu Tien leaned closer to Mom, voice shaking but brave. Mom, the police have the bank record. She can't erase that. Mrs. Ludi suddenly began to cry again, quiet at first, then louder, like her chest couldn't hold it anymore. I can't breathe, she gasped. I can't sleep. Every time my phone lights up, I think it's her. Then it isn't. I feel like I'm dying. Tu Tien panicked and pulled her into a tight embrace. Mom, no. No, Tu Tien whispered. Look at me. Your breathing follows mine. Slow, slow. Jack reached over and placed a hand on his mother's shoulder, anchoring her with touch. Mom, he said, focus on Tu Tien's voice. Not the phone. Not the number. Just her. Mrs. Ludi tried. Her sobs shook her whole body. Uncle Dung appeared at the doorway with a glass of warm water and a small towel. His face was serious, but his hands were gentle. Drink, he said softly, offering it to her. Warm water. One sip. Mrs. Lodi drank, trembling. Jack looked at Tu Tien, then really looked. Her eyes were red, but she was holding herself together for his mother. That kind of strength always made something soften in Jack's chest. He reached out and briefly squeezed her hand, one silent sentence. Thank you. I'm with you. Then Jack turned back to his mother. Mom, he said, tonight we're going to do 3 things. He held up one finger. First, your phone stays off. Airplane mode. No more checking every 5 minutes. Second finger. Second, you stay between me and Tu Tien. If you shake, we hold you. If you cry, we don't tell you to stop. We just stay. Third finger. Third, we prepare for tomorrow morning. I'll bring the full evidence package to the investigator, and I'll use a niche contact to verify the recipient account trail faster. Mrs. Ludi's voice cracked. And tonight, will they catch her? Jack paused. The question wasn't about the police. It was about hope, about whether the night would end with relief or more silence. Jack lowered his voice, warm but steady. Tonight, he said, we don't measure success by catching her within hours. We measure success by keeping you safe until morning. Mrs. Lori stared at him, tears falling, and for the first time, the panic in her eyes loosened a little. Then Jack's phone vibrated. A notification. He glanced down. Tu Tien felt his body go still. What is it? She whispered. Jack's expression tightened by a degree, controlled, dangerous calm. He turned the screen slightly away so his mother wouldn't see. A message from an unknown number. Only one line. Stop calling the police. The warm living room suddenly felt smaller, and the night, still early, felt like it had teeth. Jack didn't move for a second. The message sat on his screen like a hand on the throat. Stop calling the police. Tu Tien saw the way his fingers tightened around the phone before he even tried to hide it. Her stomach dropped because Jack didn't scare easily. If he still went like that, it meant something was real. He slipped the phone into his pocket and forced his voice to stay warm. "Nothing," he said softly, looking straight at his mother. "Just work." "Mrs." Ludi's eyes searched his face, suspicious and fragile. "Jack, don't lie to me." Tu Tien squeezed Mom's hand. "Mom, please." "Let him handle it." Jack took a slow breath, then spoke carefully, like he was walking across thin ice. "Mom," he said, "there are things you don't need to carry tonight. You already carried enough." "Mrs." Ludi's lips trembled. "I can feel it. Something is happening." Jack nodded once. "Yes, but we're still safe." He stood and walked toward the window, pretending to adjust the curtain. He scanned the street again. No shadows, no strange cars, no faces watching. The quiet looked normal, but now it felt staged. Uncle Dung came closer, voice low. "What did it say?" Jack answered, without turning his head. "A threat." Uncle Dung's jaw tightened. "To you?" "To us," Jack said. Tu Tien's throat constricted. She kept her arms around Mrs. Lodi, but her eyes were locked on Jack, waiting for his next decision like it was a lifeline. Jack turned back, expression calm enough to keep Mom from breaking, but sharp enough to cut through fear. "Tu Tien," he said quietly, "go put Mom's phone in airplane mode and keep it in her bag. Screen down." Tu Tien nodded immediately and picked up Mrs. Lurdy's phone. Her fingers trembled, but she followed Jack's instructions carefully, like safety was built from small actions. "Mrs." Lodi watched, confusion rising. "Why are you turning it off? What if she calls?" Tu Tien swallowed hard and forced her voice to stay gentle. "Mom, if she calls, it won't be safe. If she wants to talk, she can talk through the police." "Mrs." Lurdy's eyes filled again. "Police? You really think it's that serious?" Jack sat down beside her, close enough that she could feel his presence like a wall. "Mom," he said, "it's serious because it's 1 billion. And because someone is trying to scare us into silence." He took her hands again, warm palms over cold fingers. "But hear me," he continued. "Fear is not evidence. We don't let fear control our next step." "Mrs." Lurdy's chest shook. "I can't stop thinking. What if I never see it again? What if I ruined everything?" Jack leaned closer, voice steady, protective. "You didn't ruin anything," he said. "You asked for help. That's the first step back." Tu Tien moved in too, sandwiching Mom between them two bodies. One promise. "Mom," Tu Tien whispered, "even if the money takes time, you are still our mom. You are still home." "Mrs." Lodi broke again, quiet sobs, spilling into Tu Tien's shoulder. Uncle Dung brought another cup of warm water, placing it on the table without a word, like comfort should be silent and constant. Jack's own phone buzzed again. This time, it was Vin. Jack answered immediately, keeping his voice low. "Vin?" "Sir," Vin said, urgent but controlled. "The investigator said they're requesting a freeze request and trace through the bank, but it may take time. Also, someone else reported Mrs. Thu today." Same pattern. Jack's gaze hardened. "Any confirmation on her location?" "Not yet," Vin admitted. "But a witness said she withdrew cash and left quickly. I'm trying to confirm CCTV." "Good," Jack said. "No risks. Keep verifying." He ended the call. "Mrs." Lodi looked up, eyes wet. Are they doing something? Are they really looking? Jack nodded firmly. Yes, they're working. And tomorrow morning, I'm going in again with more evidence. He glanced at Tu Tien, and the romantic tenderness slipped through the tension, because even now, in the middle of the crisis, he wanted her to feel held too. He reached for her hand under the blanket of the coffee table hidden from Mom's eyes, thumb pressing once, steady. Tu Tien's eyes softened. She pressed back. Jack turned to his mother again. Mom, he said, tonight we do not chase her. We don't react to threats. We rest so we can move correctly in the morning. Mrs.? Lodi's voice was small. And if she runs tonight? Jack's reply was calm, but unbreakable. Then we make sure she can't run forever, he said. Bank trails exist. Screenshots exist. Reports exist. Truth is slow sometimes, but it's heavy. He stood, walked to the door, and checked the lock twice. Then he came back and sat close again, on purpose. Tu Tien tucked the blanket around Mrs. Lodi's shoulders, like she was wrapping her in safety. The phone stayed silent. The room stayed warm. But the night now had a new question, hanging in the air sharp as a blade, quiet as breath. If someone is brave enough to text, "Stop calling the police," how close are they, really?
Hello everyone, in this episode, at night in warm living room, Jack and Tu Tien sit on both sides of Ly, holding her trembling hands as she collapses under the shock of losing 1 billion to Miss Tu. Mom begs to know if police can catch her tonight, but Jack focuses on keeping her safe until morning. He calls Ving for updates and learns other investors also can reach Miss Tu. With signs she may be moving out and withdraw cash. Then Jack receives a threatening text. Stop calling the police. He hides the message to protect Mom, instructs Tu Tien to put Mom's phone on airplane mode, and set strict safety rules. No replying, no checking, no reacting. Ring reports investigators are requesting bank trace and passport. CCTV confirmation. Though it will take time, Jack locks the door and stays close and promises to return